try puncture me tire. Don't want me run the route. I start me little business. They want to shut me down. Imagine me and me woman day, and they want to pull me out. But I choke them, I bat them, I hit them for six. Anyhow, they run up in licks. They feel like they're brave, like they have the most tricks. No lies inside the lyrics when I say nobody can hold me. Nobody can hold me out. Nobody can hold me. Nobody can hold me out. If they tearing up in 6 runs, over mid wicket 6 runs, over mid arm 6 runs, over the goalie 6 runs, over mid arm 6 runs, over long arm 6 runs, over point 6 runs, straight over cover 6 runs.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Alrighty, folks. We are back with you for another day here on WEFM. It is Friday. It is end of month. We in good spirits, all right? Real good spirits. Well, maybe just for today. By Monday, someone we might be balling back again, but we in good spirits for today,
by
right?
Sunday.
When you can take your moments of happiness, folks, you take it, all right? You take it and you run with it. All right, so as per usual, just wishing everybody a good one today. Whatever it is that you might be up to, you are going to school, you're going to work, you are leaving the country, you are on the seas, whatever it is that you are up to today, we are happy to be in your company for yet another day. In studio, you have Dianna, Cain, and myself, Roleza Samuel, and we are your hosts, as per usual, every Monday to Friday, here on WEFM's Activated Mornings program. And Dianna, good morning to you.
Morning, Roleza. Good morning to everyone. Let me say it how we say it in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. How are you do? Yes, that means in English, how are you doing?
I mean in English.
Well,
I mean in standard English. Yeah. And we did, right? You know, one of those things, I always have to chuckle with this thing, you know, like when somebody comes into a room and all they say is everybody. Mm-hmm. So they will come into a room and they will say everybody. And everybody would automatically respond and say good morning or whatever, right? They don't say good morning. They don't say good afternoon. They don't say anything. They just say everybody. And we automatically know to respond with a good morning or good afternoon. I always chuckle at that situation. All right, so usually this is normally Pigeon's time, but we are wishing Pigeon all the best, right? We're not quite sure what's up, but of course, we look forward to when it is possible for him to return to give us commentary at this time, 7:20 on the morning, all right? But, you know, we could take it away, all right? So good morning to the persons on the live. To Asman, good morning to you. Asman, you have such an interesting name. The reason why I said it, right? You know, Vintage will say Asman. Whenever we're saying something, right? So I say as God, we say as man. Yeah. So as man, if that is your real name, you have an interesting first name, all right? All right, so just let's head into a few things at this time. So reading this from Eyewitness News, and I am reading this from Eyewitness News. Where's the story? All right, so we're doing some matters. So yesterday, a man was fined for beating a woman over a video with another man. And when I read the story, I just had to roll my eyes, right? But anyways, so a 30-year-old construction worker who beat his common-law wife after finding a video of her and another man on her phone, was spared immediate prison time despite the pleas of the prosecutor. All right. So acting sergeant of corporal... That's so wrong. Acting Sergeant of Police Colleen Samuel argued at the Georgetown Magistrates Court that the man, Neris Lewis, who said he lives and works in Bequia, should be jailed to show the seriousness of the crime and to act as a deterrent to others. She said some men think they should hit women if something goes wrong in a relationship. Too much is happening in our society and it needs to stop, Samuel said. She suggested a jail term that is more than just a slap on the wrist or a walk, but noted that the magistrate had the final say. All right. So Lewis, so let me just go down to the ending of it. All right. So the magistrate ordered, so it all stemmed from him seeing a video on her phone, and he followed her outside where he began to slap her and beat her with his hands. A medical report said from the virtual complainant said that she sustained several abrasions. However, the magistrate said that they were not severe. All right. The magistrate ordered Lewis to pay compensation of $800 by the 13th of June or spend 4 months in prison. Additionally, he was given a 6-month prison sentence, suspended for a year. All right. And he was told to keep out of trouble. He then said, I will stay in Bequia and keep far from family. They don't care about me. Lewis responded, adding, only my father showed up for me. And the magistrate told Lewis that maybe it was not that his family did not care, but that they did not condone his actions. All right. All right. How you feel about this?
Well, first of all, I had to chuckle at the last part there, him going to court for beating up this woman and saying, well, I'm like a baby crying. My family didn't support. My family didn't come out to show me support for beating up a woman. I mean, okay. But $800, as a woman is something that I've been talking about, the way that men treat women, the way that men think it's their right to beat up on a woman. And for me, $800 is just too small of a fee. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm glad that they at least got something settled in court, and I sincerely hope that this woman will stay away from this man. I sincerely hope that,
and vice versa. I suppose
yes,
he stay away from her. Yeah. When it comes to these type of situations, yeah, I too am not okay with the $800 fine. I do think that a very strong message needs to be sent to many men out there. Like, listen, they don't know they growing up with it. I heard this on Woman Gone and Woman Day, right? If you're not happy with your relationship, you see something that you're not happy with, walk away, right? Just walk away. You can, and mind you, he lived in Bequia and this situation happened where? I think it's in Georgetown.
Up here, it said
it happened up here, but I'm trying to figure out if it was in Georgetown where it happened. But anyway, so he lives in Bequia. So my whole thing is that, the relationship isn't going the way in which it's supposed to go. It's not giving you the right to put your hand on her. Mind you, the information was on her phone. That's another thing too. You're searching phones. Chances are the reason why you ended up searching the phone, you're going to find exactly what you're looking for, right? So if you already have suspicions about somebody in a relationship, etc., sometimes the suspicions is enough, right? You go looking for information, you find the information, and you're going to act on it in terms of like hitting a woman or doing some sort of violence towards her. Walk away from that situation. You're already not happy anyways, So I do believe that a strong message does need to be sent. I don't believe that this $800 fine was enough. I believe that these men sometimes need a prison sentence. Let them feel what it feels like to be in jail, even if it's just for the 4 months or whatever, right? Feel what it feels like so they would know in the future not to do it again, because he could possibly well turn around and say, well, if I do this again, I might just be fined again, right?
Correct.
So I believe in these type of situations because over time we have seen women making complaints. For whatever reason, the matter doesn't get to court. Then one day the man just flies up, he gets really upset and he kills the woman, So
Yep.
I find it's these little things that let's try to put our hand on them when we can. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just to quickly touch on something else. So yesterday morning, we made mention of the road fatality that happened on the Fountain stretch. So police did issue a press release yesterday. All right. So reading this from the police's Facebook page. So they said preliminary investigations reveal that motor vehicle, a gray Toyota Vitz, owned by Javid Williams of New Montrose, was at the time of the accident being driven by Mr. Orande Charles, a 22-year resident of Union Island and traveling towards Bel Air. Mr. Samoro Richardson, a 23-year-old carpenter of Barley, was seated in the front passenger seat of the said vehicle. So this vehicle, motor vehicle, a red Isuzu truck owned by Rafiq Dunbar of Villa and driven by Kerry Cadogan of Brighton, was traveling on the same portion of road towards the Annisville roundabout. So based on the reports, on reaching the vicinity of the Rubis gas station, both vehicles collided. The driver and passenger of the Vitz sustained serious injuries and were transported to the Milton Keynes Memorial Hospital for medical assistance. Richardson later succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced deceased by a medical practitioner at 6:20. The driver of the vehicle was not injured. All right. The Vitz, the car, was extensively damaged, while the truck, the Isuzu, was slightly damaged, and both vehicles were taken to the police garage for inspection. All right. So I have not seen any footage, any video footage as yet of this particular incident or accident. So it's still, I guess, a bit undetermined in terms of what actually led up to this incident, in terms of what definitive. I know that many of us may have our thoughts, our speculations, but we don't have anything definitive as yet, right? Yeah. All right. So that is just an update that was given to us there from the police.
I would just really like for us to know what was the cause of the accident. I know we have the general tips on, safety on the road, but I don't know. I just usually when an accident happens, I think we like to hear what really caused the accident. So I'd like to get that.
Yeah, and the vehicles were taken to the police garage. So so they would do their checks and to see, if anything was anything mechanical, if it was as a result of human actions. I don't want to say error, but human actions. All right. So we would await updates with regards to that further. I noticed, interestingly, that he was married in. What was it? He got married
since last year.
Well, you can't even say since last year because that gonna make it sound like it's so long ago.
It seems like it was last year.
Yeah. He got married on the 11th of December. So it's very, very recent, So, and at 23, yeah. All right. Wow. So, all right, and
we have.
All right. We could take. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, ladies.
Morning.
So Asman is a good name, right?
Wait, that's Maxman?
Asman is a good name.
Oh, is it?
Wait, I didn't realize this you. Maxman?
Yes. Your man is
Asman. Yes, Asman. Right?
Wow.
Asman is a good name.
Asman is true. Yeah. So, I want to congratulate you because I already upset hearing I'm reading from Eyewitness News. But you reading now from the police release, and that's what the public want to hear. So any discrepancy, then you could deal directly with the police information, and the public is reliable. Want to rely on the police information. When you get it from Eyewitness News, it's accurate because anybody could jump up and say anything. So I have my problem and continue to have my problem with this Eyewitness News and Eyewitness News. We have to wait until when the police do, and then
Maxman, you just make me want to take pressure tablets before coming sometimes, Well, several other I could do it. Several other news sites carry the same story, but the information that they got was from the police press release, including Eyewitness News,
that's
right?
What the public want to hear about.
Yeah, but so it's none of makeup
with the Eyewitness News. And you know the politics of the Eyewitness News.
No, I actually don't.
I know.
You know, are you claiming? But I don't know that for a fact.
You know that.
How you know I know?
It's all about this living here and out. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know the the politics show the eyewitness news.
Oh, Lord. I thought Kenton was your brethren.
Say that again?
I thought Kenton was your brethren.
Politically, we are not brethren, politically.
All right. Oxford. Now that I know it's you. All right. Have a good one today. All right.
All right, then. Okay.
All right. Take care. All right. All right. And with that, we are heading out of this segment and jumping straight into this traffic talk.